Good morning, everybody, and this is your DAX setups for today. So, pretty much up and down still. We do have the Feds coming out. What has happened though is we have cleared this previous high and haven't really come back to test it. I just want to get another level in. That's right where price is. I'll just drop it to the next one so you can see the top of this range bar here. So that's kind of the zone we have, and then I think we must just put that one in. So that's the zone. We spoke about it yesterday, and if you just look carefully what's happened now, we've got diversions here. See, price formed a lower low, and that was pretty much yesterday. It formed a lower low, and look at the oscillators, they have formed a higher low. So that is diversions. I suspect we are trying to build a base here, and as I said, the trend is up, so I'd be a bit reluctant to try and second guess this on the higher time frames and go against the trend. But I'm just putting this top in. We'll see if it has any relevance when we get down to lower time frames. I just want to check the gap. Gap is still open. I think we must just put that in. And let's just go to the 3 hours so we can just make sure those levels are correct, spot on. And if you look at it on the 3 hour, you can see we came to test it, but there's no, you want a body on that gap. You don't want a tail, so that gap is still open, but then again, there are gaps further down. There's one right there. That's at 18,860. There's another one there at 18,790, and there's another one here, and that's a weekly gap at 18,728. So it's quite a bit of structure in this zone. Anyway, as I mentioned yesterday, we kind of broke through what looked like a bit of a flag right there, and then looked like we were coming back to test it, and then we sort of built the base and got moving again. Moving averages are not bullish at the moment, so I'd be very cautious of trying to jump into this at the moment. And we also have FOMC minutes later tonight. So for us in Europe, or in the European time zone, should I rather say, it's going to be kind of messy. I don't think you're going to get much going on. If you look at the daily, it was a fairly decent pre-market move down, bullish base, and then up, and then basically sideways during the US session. So I suspect you'll probably come back onto structure and go sideways. So in other words, I think what you're going to do is just play inside these moving averages and just go sideways until data comes out or FOMC minutes comes out, and then we have a catalyst for a move one way or another. So for me, I'm a little bit reluctant to be short. Sorry, we do this on the daily, going to be better. And the reason for that is you've got such a strong zone of support below us. So I'm very, very reluctant to be short. And if you just look at what's happening, big down, big up, big down, big up. So you could get another big down or another little pin bar, range bar or something today. Just depends what FOMC does. And then continue building the base for a move later in the week. Or what we're going to do is we're going to eventually break through all of this. But then you've got so many options below you. So every daily fractal is going to hold up price. You can see we've got 2 monthly highs here. This one here is going to be a big level if we do get to it, and that's going to be at 18,794 or 18,800 area. And that's pretty much where there's a big weekly or daily gap, should I rather say. So yeah, it is messy on the way up, but I don't think this is something I want to try second guess today, to be honest. There's too much data coming out, so I think people are going to be sitting back and sitting tight and just waiting for an indication of what's coming in the future. Remember, the markets are forward looking, so they're looking for what's going to happen in the future so that they can put their money in and make some profit. So I'm going to be sitting on the sides. I think I'd rather just wait for FOMC minutes, and then once that's out the way, then we can have a look at this to see whether there is some structure for us that's brewing. At the moment, it is looking bullish, but we need a catalyst to drive us higher. So I'd rather just wait, be patient. Could be a double bottom forming, and that would only really come into play once we have 18,240 broken and tested. But very, very possible. Okay, that's it for me. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.